Welcome back to the 30-day yoga challenge. It is day 10. I am so excited to be on this journey with you. Thank you for sticking it out. I have a very special practice for you for today, day 10 of our yoga practice. Now, what this practice is about learning how to slow down, be in your body, just like we've done with the other yoga practices, but this time we're going to be talking about stress relief, relieving anxiety, and just learning how to be in our bodies in a way that helps us downregulate and practice the skills of being in the present moment. In this way of looking at the world from this yogic perspective, we don't actually view anxiety itself as a problem. We view our responses to anxiety as the problem. So if you have anxiety, it's not about getting rid of your anxiety, having relief from it, but it's instead learning how to breathe into it, be present to anxiety, be present to stress, to even anger or any of the things in your world that might evoke a really sort of reactive response from you. And rather than avoiding that stuff, to learn how to come in contact with it and to regulate ourselves. So we relieve anxiety, stress, even anger through this practice by learning how to be present with our bodies and to come back to this moment. Back in 2013, I published an article on using yoga as a mindfulness practice, and I said largely mindfulness practices had been leaving out yoga. Yoga is a part of the MBSR program, mindfulness-based stress reduction, which is really great. But most recently, in 2018, more recent studies have found that mindfulness programs, when they mediate for yoga separately, yoga independently has positive outcomes. So that's why I'm so excited about presenting this to you, not just the 30-day challenge, but specifically day 10. My hope is that you will be able to bookmark this practice and come back to it over and over again to use throughout your life as a way to engage with the present moment and to learn how to be in your body, even when you're faced with difficult stuff. Let's get started with our yoga practice. You won't need any props for this yoga practice. I do recommend that you do it on a yoga mat with a cleared out area. You won't need a chair or a wall at all, but you might want to have maybe a towel or a blanket to lay on in order to just soften the experience of laying on the ground. So let's begin laying on your back, supine. Go ahead and have your arms and legs splayed out, palms facing up, and just allow yourself to maybe lift up your head a little bit, lengthen through the spine, placing your head gently back down on the ground. If you're experiencing any kind of low back pain, of course, bring a bend to the knees, take some of that pressure off of your back. If you're not experiencing any low back pain, let the feet splay out. Maybe wiggle your fingers a bit, wiggle your toes. Feeling your body flat on the earth. And feeling the breath that's in this moment. Feel how the breath moves in your body. Notice where you feel the movement of breath. In the belly, in the chest. Notice sensations of air rushing past your nostrils. And notice that there's movement with your breath. Without trying to make anything different than it is right now, pay attention to how your body moves as you breathe. Allow yourself to be in this moment with your body, feeling the breath on this earth. And noticing if there's any possibility that you can soften the muscles in your fingers, your hands, your arms, softening the muscles in your toes, in your feet, in your legs. Breathe in to notice the extremities, the muscles in your body. And with an exhalation, allowing those muscles to soften. feeling the weight of your body sinking down, supported by the earth. And notice if there's any softness or buoyancy on the inhalation as you breathe in. And with just as much ease as allowing yourself to breathe and soften muscles, and as slowly as you can, begin to roll the head from side to side, noticing the sensations in the neck. I'm going to offer you a challenge here. On your next move, take the full length of your exhale to move your head from one side, and the full length of your inhale to move your head to the other side. Inhaling to come to center, exhaling to roll your head to one side. Taking the full length of an inhale to come to center, pausing there, and then taking the full length of an exhale to move your head to the other side. And pay attention to anything that you may be noticing here. Any sticking points in your mobility of your neck? Any thoughts or reactions that are coming up for you? Notice any emotional qualities, just what it's like to be in this moment doing this practice right now. Notice the different places in your body, whether it be your heels, the backs of your hands, your elbows, your shoulders, the spots on your neck that make contact with the floor. Notice what those sensations are like. And if it's accessible to you, softening through the jaw, just allow the muscles around your mouth to relax. Unclenching the teeth. Perhaps the lips even separate. Soften the muscles around your eyes. Noticing the weight of your body pressing down. And noticing the sensations that you feel in your body. And as though you could travel down the spine to your upper back, just begin to lift both of the arms up. Lifting the arms straight above you, the fingers pointing to the sky. Take a breath here on purpose. Breathe in. And on your next breath, pressing through the fingers as if you were growing out from the arms, fingers extending to the sky. And on your next exhalation, with the arms and fingers still extended, soften the muscles around your shoulders, dropping the shoulders down to the floor, moving softly. Just go gently with yourself. Notice the movement of your shoulder blades away from the spine as the fingers still point up, reaching towards the sky. Exhale, allow the arms to slowly drop back toward the floor. And just find any position for the arms that works for you. Bent or straight. Anything that just allows you to take it easy on your neck and shoulders. Sometimes I like to cactus my arms out, elbows bent, or sometimes having my hands resting over my belly to feel my breath. See what works for you here. Let's just allow ourselves to sit with our breath for a moment. Take a breath here. And on your next exhalation, really allow the air to push out from the body. Notice how the belly collapses. Let's inhale. Bring some movement into the hands, maybe a little wiggle of the fingers. And on your next exhalation, draw the arms away from the earth. Just moving your arms away, drawing the knees into the chest. Bend at the knees, bring your knees towards your chest. And now with your arms just wrapping them above or under your knees, gently rock from side to side. Giving yourself a little yoga hug here. And move with your breath, just like we did with the neck. Maybe take the full length of an exhale to move to one side, and the full length of an inhale to move to the other. Let your shoulders drop back. Let your head become heavy. Your head just laying flat against the earth as you give your spine a little massage in this yoga hug. If it feels good for you to rock from side to side, go ahead and do that. But as you change position, as you change your breath, or as you change your movement, connect with the wisdom of that change. That there's something in you that knows what your body needs right now, or is willing to experiment with what your body needs. So let's keep that left knee drawn in towards the chest, but let's bring the right foot down to the floor with a nice bend to the right knee. It may be accessible to you, so stay right here with your right knee bent, but maybe experiment with extending the right leg along the floor, pushing the heel away, floating the foot out. And if that works for you, great. If not, bring a bend back to that knee, put that foot back on the floor. Notice that your body is constantly giving you feedback. It's easy for us to turn off from that feedback, to not listen to it, but let's just take a moment here to pay attention to the low back, the shoulders. Take a breath here. Be in your body. Now bringing the left foot over the right leg, the right hand is on the left knee, and slowly you're just spiraling, twisting to the right. And move slow enough that you can feel what's happening through the hips. Notice that you can feel your breathing as you move. Wherever the knees are, wherever they land is absolutely fine. And when you're ready, on an inhale, we're going to release this twist. We're going to come back up to center. Back onto your back. Let both the legs be long on the floor for a moment. Noting to yourself, this is what it's like to lay on the earth. To stretch your legs out long and to just own this moment. You don't need to do anything else except be with yourself. This is your time to feel your breath. To be here on purpose. And notice if there's any judgments or reactions showing up, asymmetry of feeling like the left side feels a bit different from the right in some way. Just noticing that. Take a breath on purpose. Noting everything that you've become aware of. Maybe the floor is cool, or you're feeling warm. And when you're ready, with an inhale, drawing the right knee up towards your chest, and checking the comfort of your lower back with the left leg long. Again, if you're noticing any tension, bring a bend to that left knee, placing that left foot on the floor. Otherwise, stretching out, pressing through the left heel. Notice the sensations of your foot as you flatten through the foot, whether your leg is extended and you're pushing through the heel, toes are pointing back towards you, or if your foot is flat on the ground. Just notice how your foot responds. And notice what else happens in your body. And just take it easy here as you lengthen up through the torso, feeling the weight of the shoulders and the head. Bring the right foot over the left leg. The right hand comes to rest on the knee for a slow and gentle twist. Noticing the sensations of your movement. Let your body rest just wherever it lands. Take a breath here. Feel the breath moving through your body. And moving out of the twist, coming back to center again. Pressing through that right heel, just laying on the floor. Feeling the earth support your body. Take a breath on purpose. Finding a comfortable place for your hands. Bending both the knees, bring the feet back to the floor. Feet pressed down flat. Rock the knees from side to side. And move only so far that your hips don't need to get involved and lift you off the ground. Rocking the knees from side to side. Only so far that it's just the legs that are involved in this movement. And go slow as you shift your weight. Perhaps moving with your breath. Seeing if you can keep your back flat on the floor, not involved in this movement at all. This is your time to practice. Allow yourself this time to be in your body. Now really taking your time to roll over onto one side. Pause. Take one last breath here, on purpose, breathing in. Feel what it's like to be in this moment. And when you're feeling ready, using an arm to prop yourself up, we'll wrap up our practice by coming up to being seated in our easy pose, Sukhasana, just finding a comfortable sitting position. And if you don't feel comfortable sitting on the ground and find yourself needing to sit on a cushion, stacking, let's say, a blanket or a towel, or grabbing a chair, go ahead. On an inhale, let's lift our hands, bring them to heart center. Exhale, breathe out all the way. Perhaps placing the thumbs between the eyebrows to the third eye. The light in me acknowledges and bows to the light in you. Thank you for your practice today. Namaste. Thank you so much for engaging in this practice. It is a joy for me to be on this journey with you. Make sure you're subscribed to get the next video, day 11 of our 30-day yoga challenge. I'm very excited to see you there. And don't forget to tap the bell icon to make sure that you actually get the alerts sent to you. And make sure that you share this with the people in your world, because you never know who can benefit from this practice. Thanks.